All right, the ODI series is done and dusted, and now it's time to shift gears into the fast lane of T20 cricket. India and South Africa are ready to lock horns in a five-match series, and it all kicks off in Cuttack. And you know, for Team India, this isn't just another game. It really feels like the start of something new.
And you don't have to look any further than this quote from new coach Gautam Gambhir. He has made it absolutely crystal clear. The focus is 100% on T20s. The road to the next World Cup starts right here, right now. It's all about building that perfect squad. So first things first, let's talk about the battleground itself, the Barabati Stadium in Cuttack. And this is where things get really interesting, because let me tell you, this is not your typical flat T20 pitch. It's got its own unique personality, and both teams are going to have to figure it out fast. Just look at this number, 140. That is the average first inning score here in T20 internationals. I mean, that one little number tells you pretty much everything you need to know. This place is a bowler's paradise, and they are going to be the ones calling the shots. Seriously, if a team manages to put up 170 on the board here, it's considered a massive, almost unbeatable score. The pitch can be a bit tricky, a little unpredictable, so forget about just swinging for the fences from ball one. Batters are going to have to be smart, build in innings, and really earn their runs. Now, when we look at who's actually taking the wickets, a really interesting picture starts to form. You see that Pacers have taken the majority, about 62%. But look at the spinners. They are right in the game, grabbing a very healthy 38% of the wickets. But here, this is the stat that really reveals the soul of the Cuttack pitch. Check out the economy rates. Pacers and spinners are practically identical. It's unbelievable. So even though Pacers might be taking a few more wickets, it's just as hard to score runs off the spinners. This surface is a genuine test for any batter. So what's the bottom line here? It's simple, really. If you show up with a one-dimensional bowling attack, you are going to struggle. Big time. The team that brings a balanced, varied attack, that's the team that's going to have the upper hand. Okay, so keeping that in mind, let's turn our focus to the home team. With a new philosophy and some exciting new faces in the squad, India's got some pretty big decisions to make. Now this is what we think India's lineup will look like. And man, it's an exciting mix of young guns and proven veterans. You've got the explosive power of Abhishek Sharma and Tilak Varma, alongside world beaters like Surya Kumar Yadav, Hardik Pandya, and of course Jasprit Bumrah. But there's one major question mark right at the top. And this is the debate that everyone is having. Who gets to open with Abhishek Sharma? Is it going to be the classy, elegant Shubman Gill or the sheer brute force of Sanju Samson? It's a massive call that could change the whole dynamic of their batting lineup. Well, from what we're hearing, the team management is leaning heavily towards Shubman Gill. The word is, if he's fit, he's playing, which, is incredibly tough luck for Sanju Samson, who's been in fantastic form, but it looks like the decision has been made. Strategically, India looks perfectly built for a pitch like this. The game plan seems pretty clear. Hit them hard in the power play with their pacers, Bumrah, Rana, and Hardik. And then once the field spreads out, unleash that incredible spin trio of Akshar, Kuldeep, and Varun to just choke the run rate and control the middle overs. All right, let's flip the coin and have a look at the visitors. South Africa has brought a seriously powerful squad, but they've got their own puzzle to solve, especially when it comes to finding the right balance for their bowling attack here in Cuttack. So here's South Africa's likely 11. And, their batting is just stacked. It's a who's who of T20 power hitters. Cuttack, Markram, David Miller, the list goes on. They've also got great all-arounders. But what I want you to really pay attention to is the makeup of their bowling unit. Because this, right here, could be South Africa's big gamble. We just saw how effective spin is on this pitch, how economical spinners are. So are they taking a massive risk by planning to go in with Keshav Maharaj as their one and only specialist spinner? They're kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place. They could drop George Linde and bring in another fast bowler for more firepower, sure. But then you're left with that one-dimensional attack we talked about, a strategy that just doesn't seem to work here. Man, that is a tough call with no easy answer. So the battle lines have been drawn. Let's dig into the players who could be the real game changers, the ones who could just completely turn this match on its head with a few moments of magic. For India, you've got to watch Abhishek Sharma. If he gets off to a flyer in the power play, he could blow the game wide open. And then, of course, there's SKY, Surya Kumar Yadav, who can just destroy any bowling attack on the planet.
For South Africa, Marco Jansen is a huge X-factor with both bat and ball, and Lungi Ngidi's clever slower balls could be an absolute nightmare on this surface. So, who's going to win it? Look, it is going to be incredibly close, but we're giving the slightest of edges to India. That 52-48 split really comes down to two things. Their bowling attack is just perfectly balanced for these conditions, and you can never underestimate the power of playing at home. But hold on, just when you think it's all figured out, history comes along and throws a wrench in the works. In the 2 times these teams have played a T20 in Cuttack, South Africa has won. Both times. That's right, India has never beaten South Africa on this ground.
Which leaves us with one final, absolutely massive question. With a brand new coach, a new laser focus on T20s, and a fresh-looking team, can India finally break that Cuttack jinx and kick off this new era with a win? We're about to find out.